Hello everyone, my name is Legend Rani and this game is Rise of Kingdoms, and oh my god, what is happening over here? One of my members, Rich Forever, is actually getting rallied, quadruple Attila rallies on his city. In the end, he's actually getting zeroed, so rest in pieces all his troops. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing a video about one of my alliance members being zeroed? I did had a chat with him before I'm doing this video because I recorded everything. I was trying to get in contact with him during this action, but he was not answering. So I actually went in contact with him. I asked him and I told him what I'm planning to do, and I also asked him his reaction when he logged in into the game and he actually saw his city being zero, right? And his answer was that his reaction was normal. So, because his reaction was normal, I mean, he shouldn't have any problems actually recovering all of these troops. He already started training, he's probably back at 1 million T5 already, and all the good stuff, but yeah, he lost a gazillion of troops. He started with about 144 or 45 million power when he started being rallied. His highest power, 157 million. He was at 11 million dead, and I think he has around 9 million troops in the city. So yeah, that's a pretty high number of troops into the city. But as long as everything was okay with him, he's not being sorry about it, he said he's gonna train everything back, then we just have to enjoy this. So obviously I'm gonna talk about the good and the bad regarding this. You probably noticed at the beginning of the video, the synchronization was very good regarding the 4 rallies. So the first 4 rallies on his city, they were very good. They were pretty much hitting almost all in the same time. The bad thing was they sent Attila and Takeda. So you'll notice that even 4 rallies with a couple of reinforcements, it was still not enough to take down 140 something million power player. So this is something that you want to take in consideration. When it's that large amount of troops, normal attack is very hard for normal attack to actually reduce or destroy the troops in the city that fast. That's why skill damage. That's why you need Edwards. That's why you need Edward and Tomiris. That's why you need commanders that do large amount of skill damage. So you can actually reduce the number of troops into the city while you're not losing a lot of troops. I first believe that he might just be online while he's taking this rally, but no, he wasn't. So here it is, the first 4 sets of rallies finally has been disbanded. He's at 132 million power. So I believe he filled up his hospital and probably lost about 800k troops, 700k troops, something like that on the first set of rally. And I also believe that the city won on this defense. So here are his stats after the first set of rally. He's dropped to 132 million power. Now obviously after this, pretty much everything goes to the troops. Now he started with 11 million dead, so he pretty much lost about 500,000 dead on the first set of rally, meaning that his hospital is full. That's about 700k troops, or close to 700k troops are in the hospital, and 500,000 dead. So that's not bad at all, because he killed a couple of millions of calves. That's actually pretty good. The first set of rally was a win for the city, but let's see how the next set of rallies is gonna go. So here they are launching the next set of rallies. So they obviously sent some archers this time, which is actually good. They realized that they need something with a little bit more damage, but also you don't want the archers hitting first. So their synchronization with the cav rallies was definitely much better, but this synchronization with the archers, it didn't actually went the best. The city is definitely taking dead, the rallies are taking a lot of dead, and if you're noticing, the rallies are also going down pretty fast. Here comes the third rally. So the synchronization on the second set of rally was not the best, because pretty much the archer rally is almost down, and here comes the fourth rally. But the city is taking 100% dead. The archers had to be disbanded. So they still done a lot of cav rallies. While the city still has a lot of troops, again, I don't think that was the best option. I did see some of the reports. I think Meteor Agent sent me, or someone, they did send me some of the reports, and they weren't looking so good for the rallies. But in the end, the city is going down, so the result matters. And here is the 5th rally. So I suppose even from the beginning they were probably trying to do a 5 rally combination, but the synchronization was not the best at the beginning. So Attila and Takeda, they are very tanky, and they survive a lot, and they have a lot of skill damage reduction. Especially Attila has 15%, Takeda gives you another 5%. So this 20% skill damage reduction, plus you get another 12 from the Cavalry. So there's quite some skill damage reduction that you can get with Attila Takeda, but still it's not the best march that you want to use against a city that has so large amount of troops. I've talked in the previous video where high level power players were being zeroed. You need skill damage. On this attempt they will definitely not going to burn the city. There goes another rally being disbanded, because they also run out of reinforcements, and the city is still doing a significant amount of damage. He is on red though, he is definitely on red, but there's still a lot of troops in the city. So let's see what is going to happen. It looks like 3 rallies are still going in. Do we gonna see the first burn? I'm not sure if you're noticing on the top, but it's saying observing Kingdom 13, but I popped books and battles. So I used books and battles and was trying to help him the best way I can. So we used an alliance skill. If you're wondering why we didn't help him, because there was no way to help him. He is still in the Lost Kingdom. He knew about the risks that he is actually exposed to, and apparently, yeah, he's getting burned. I thought he's not gonna get burned this turn, but no, he's definitely getting burned. So everyone knew about the risk, because we were all going back to the original kingdom. We have nothing left in the Lost Kingdom. We have no territory. There's literally nothing over there, but he's trying to compete for the top 20 to try to get the design. Through his messages in the alliance chat, what I understood was that he woke up, or he was at work, he logged into the game. Oh my god, these solo hits are insane. Wow, people are literally zeroing themselves. Look at that. So he was at work, and he logged into the game, and he said that he still had 1 hour of shield, and his plan was to actually log back into the game later on and pop the shield, renew the shield. But he forgot. He got caught up into the work and all those kind of stuff, and he didn't pop the shield. Now honestly, that is pretty bad, I do have to say, because what happened, he lost almost 9 million of troops just because he waited for 1 hour. So he would have popped the shield the moment he noticed that the shield went down. If he would have used the shield, then everything would have been alright. He would have saved his troops, because if you already have a shield going and you just use another shield, it's just pretty much renews the shield. So it doesn't add up to your current shield, but it's just place the new shield over the exiting one. So even if you have a 24-hour shield and you use a 8-hour shield, you lose the 24-hour shield. So you need to be very careful or pay attention when you use the shield, or which kind of shields you actually use. So here are his stats right now. 13.4 million dead, so he's at 2.4 million dead, but his kills is 163 million. So at this point, I believe that the city is still winning. With this set of rallies, definitely the city is still winning. But with the next sets of rally, I believe the city is start losing. So let's go ahead and let's see the next sets of rallies. But those solo hits are amazing. So here is the next sets of rallies. So we see 2 rallies hitting in the same time, and this time it was a split of a second. But the Cavalry hit first. Now Attila Takeda is much more tanky, so obviously that is a good thing that they are tanking. They are sending 2 archers rally, so they are noticing that it's much better to actually send archers. But right now, like 2.5 million are gone from the city, so about 30 million power is down from the city altogether. But still, archers are still better in this situation. My preference would have probably been just one cav rally and rest archers or something with more skill damage. That would have been my preference. That's what I would use. At least 4 skill damaging rallies until he's about 80 million power. Once he drops under 80 million power, you can definitely do Attila Takeda. That is the best way how you can actually zero cities that actually have a lot of troops. And there is the third archer rally from IMDb. Just in case you're wondering, the 4 rallies are from the same kingdom. So this is just one kingdom, 1, 2, 3, 9, which were our opponents in the Lost Kingdom, or the Light and Darkness. And IMDb is one of their allies. It is actually rallying. So look how easy it actually burned this time, just using more skill damage. Obviously the troops count is also lower in the city, but still the skill damage is doing magics. Helps you take down the city faster. So with the next set of rally, he lost another 1.5 million troops. His power is at 100 million and he's at 15 million dead, meaning that he lost 4 million troops. But I believe that he done about 6 million kills. So 4 million T5 versus 6 million kills spread all together is nothing that crazy. So at this point, I will say that the city is not actually doing very well. So starting from the next rallies, the city is having bad trades. Up to this rally, which it was the third set of rally, the city still had, I wouldn't say good trades, but decent trades. Starting from the next one, he's gonna have really bad trades. So here it is, the next set of rallies. So this is probably the 4th one, which you're noticing that is much better synchronized. We have 5 rallies hitting in the same time. Now obviously the power is much higher that is going in the city. You're probably noticing how fast the city is going down. This is exactly how you take down high power players with a lot of troops in the city. The damage on the city is just insanely high. He is literally almost melting. That's the power of just hitting with all your force in the same time. He's getting down or zeroed so fast that the siege doesn't even have time to actually hit the city. So there you go, he's getting burned again and he's probably having a lot of that. He's down to 88 million power, meaning that he lost another 1.2 million T5s. Now, like I was mentioning, the skill damage helps you take down the city faster, but it also doesn't kill so many troops. It just helps you take down the city faster. While you're taking down the city faster, you're reducing the numbers of troops into the city. Once the numbers of troops into the city are very low, then you can use Attila Takeda to finish off the rest. And this, I suppose, is the 5th set of rallies, which is a little bit out of synchronization, but there's nothing wrong about it. There's a couple of more rallies coming from behind. The city is also very low at this point. This is something to take in consideration. And again, they still send 1, 2, 3 Archer rally, which is really good, and 2 Attila Takeda rallies. Another way to actually synchronize this kind of rallies, just in case you're probably wondering how to actually synchronize. The easiest way to actually synchronize rallies is if the cities of the players that are actually rallying, they are very close to each other. Rather you send archers, rather you send cavs. Infantry is very slow in general, but pretty much archers and cavs, they can, if you send Edward, they are going on the same amount of speed. You probably noticed that the rallies, they are on the same march speed or almost the same march speed. So if you have the cities close to each other of the players that are actually rallying him, then it's obviously much easier to synchronize the rally to actually hit in the same time. Otherwise, you have to check the time of the rally so you can actually know which minute each rally needs to be launched, so that way they can hit in the same time or almost in the same time. Because you're noticing how easy it looks to actually take down a power player if you're actually doing the right synchronization. He's at 80 million power, so because his troops count is going lower, the skill damage is actually taking down the city way too fast, meaning that it causes a lot of slightly wounded. So at this point, the best way or the best troops to actually send to zero him is Attila Takeda. So if they would have sent like 4 or 5 Attila Takeda, no skill damage, he would have been zeroed on the next set of rallies. But they are still sending archers, And like I said, they've done things a little bit upside down. They should have sent archers at the beginning, and they should have sent Attila Takeda towards the end, like is right now. They've done things a little bit upside down, but the synchronization was good, and it helped them a lot. He also started with 158.5 million kills, meaning that he done so far 7 million kills. Obviously, he lost pretty much the same amount of troops, so like I said, the city is having bad trades at this point. Here is a rally report from Meaty Angel. I wish I could zoom this in a little bit. So this is Edward and Tomiris, while he still had 3.4 million troops in the city, because obviously he's at 80 million power. 69,000 dead versus 257,000 dead is exactly like I was mentioning, a lot of slightly wounded troops. And here is the next set of rallies marching, and again they are still sending archers. They probably noticed that is working, so they try to keep it up with the same type of rallies. But archers at this point, they are not helping taking down the city very fast. I mean, they are taking down the city very fast, but what I was trying to say is taking down the troops from the city very fast. And here is the 5th rally going on as well. RIP Rich Forever's troops, but like he said, it's not gonna be a problem. He's also started training back. He trained 1 million T5 troops back. It seems to be alright with him. It was normal to actually get 0. I would have freaked out, to be honest. I don't know what I would have done. To actually wake up and see my city zeroed, I don't know. I would have continued playing, I mean, because I know that commanders is everything. Troops can be trained, but still, to actually get zeroed, you know, that's a big punch. That's a really big punch. 9 million T5 troops. I would say that that is a lot of money, considering that he also doesn't wait for buffs and titles to actually train. He's just training, but seems to be alright for some. So why not? So there you go. You're noticing how fast it's going down with a lot of skill damage. They don't kill enough troops. So if we check his power drops, again, it's only 800k power drop, because that is too much skill damage. What they need is Attila Takeda, and I believe that is what they are sending next. And this is Edward YSG, again from Meaty Angel. You see the slightly wounded troops, 1 million. That is because it's way too much skill damage. It obviously causes some dead, but it also causes a lot of slightly wounded. And there you go, the last set of rallies, and still 3 archers rally with 2 cav rallies. At this point, they should have just know that Attila Takeda is just the best option to actually finish him off. We did try to, some of the members did try to help, but there's no way we could reach. He's also in culture. So it's not even in Villa. We have no passes, we have no connection anymore to this area. There was no way we could have helped. There was nothing we could have done. All we could have done is just watch. So again, super fast going down, and that's it. Burned again. He's at 65 million power. He probably has less than 1 million troops. And what do we have over here? We have Guan Yu and Alexander. I believe so. Yes, that's Alexander. It's Guan Yu and Alexander. Infantry rally, but again, there is not many troops left in the city, so pretty much almost anything works at this moment. Call me so. He's sending his Guan Yu and Alex to actually put some work on this city. Well, Guan Yu, it is a conquering commander in the same time as it is an infantry commander, so it definitely does some damage to the city. And now we have an archer rally going in as well. Still not sure how much the archer rally is doing at this point. And we have TNT Panda Bros finally showing up as well with Genghis. And there he goes. He's burning again. Sad story. Really sad story. And this is what they should have sent, since he was 80 million power, to actually finish him faster, but they didn't do it. So they are sending Attila and Takeda, and this is what is gonna bring him to 0. This is going to be the end of his troops. His kills is not even 1-on-1. So he started with 158 million kills, and he's barely at 160, 667. So I would say that it's almost one-on-one. It definitely didn't worth it because the synchronization of the rally was very good at the beginning. 1239 would have had even better trades if they would have sent more skill damage at the beginning rather than just Attila Takeda. Attila Takeda is not the answer for everything. And there you go, this is the moment when he's actually Kaputski, he's actually getting zeroed. He probably still has about 100 and 150k left in the city, so nothing crazy. The reason I zoomed in is because that looks to me like Saladin, and if that is actually Saladin, probably a lot of people should know that Saladin doesn't plan the resources. And I'm noticing over here as well, I also think that's Saladin as well. Saladin doesn't plan the resources unless he's like level 1 and you don't have the 4 skill. And what do we see over here from Ginge Root? We see a magnificent siege rally led by Julius Caesar. Cannot miss the siege rally. How can you miss the siege rally? But we also have a Cav rally, a Saladin Cav rally. Obviously the city is probably having like 100 150k troops left in there, and that's pretty much about it. He's going down really fast. Even the siege is doing magnificent at this point. But we have Saladin and Genghis Khan, which is causing some heavy pains to the city. But Saladin doesn't plan the resources. That's something some people might want to know. And that's pretty much about it. At this point, I think he's zeroed. So 8 million kills, and he lost about 9 million troops. It doesn't show over here, but it goes up to a bit over 20 million dead troops. His dead count goes a little bit over 20 million dead once everything gets cleared out. 1-on-1 ratio, not even 1-on-1 ratio. 9 million dead versus 8 million kills. So that pretty much didn't worth it, to tell you the truth, the results, but it is what it is. Hopefully next time he will pay attention and he will pop shields. Remember, check your shields. If it's 1 hour left, 2 hours left, and you know you're logging offline, you're going offline, pop the shields, renew the shields. Don't take risk. I mean, you can lose $10,000-$15,000 worth of troops just because you're not really paying attention to a shield. So I hope you find this very, very helpful, and I hope you do learn a couple of things from this as well. Until next time, this is your boy Geroni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one.